Hello, Plymouth. Thanks, Jules, for inviting me down to speak about the work we do at D Acres Farm in Dorchester. My name's Josh Trott, and I'm the director up there. And so I'd like to just tell you some of the things, the events and workshops and programs we have in the works for this summer. Well, first off, there's been an expansion in our meal service. So we're offering breakfast every Sunday of the month. Instead of prior, we were offering on the first Sunday every month. Now it's every single Sunday. In June through October, we're also going to be serving on Saturdays. So 7:30 to 11, you can come out to the farm with the family and spend some time out there meeting the animals, spending some time in the library, enjoying a walk in the woods. Or, in addition, we really have a lot going on now with recreation in the form of mountain biking and cross-country skiing. There's been an expansion of trails on site specifically for mountain biking, and we're connecting now with Green Woodlands. Green Woodlands has over 25 miles of machine-built trails that have been established, and I believe it's 40 kilometers of cross-country skiing that's groomed. You know, the area is pretty tremendous. It's about 35 square miles, and there is just a lot of outdoors, wilderness type experience. You can spend the whole day in the woods up in Dorchester. So it's a great thing that Green Woodlands has made available, but we're sort of serving as the destination where we have bathrooms, we have now alcohol on the menu, so you can get a beer up there. We have snacks. Like I said, the whole family can come out, go for a swim in the pond, go biking, and make a whole day of it. Yeah, it's all free. And even in the winter, we have loaner skis that we can make available. But typically, people bring their own bike, and it's a mountain biking style. So there are hills. So you just got to be careful of that, you know. And there's no shame in the game if you got to get off and walk for a little bit. But the idea is they're pretty wide trails. They're built with a mini excavator, so they're easier in terms of most of the large obstacles have been removed. You know, the trees, the roots, the rocks. So it's a smoother surface, and there's berms, and it really can be quite fun going downhill on these sort of trails. But I think the whole family can get out there. I've definitely seen 7 to 8-year-olds get all the way to the top of the hill and then just come down with the biggest smiles on their faces. It's a real treat to see the excitement that goes on up there on the trails. In addition, we have a whole series of workshops and events this summer. This Saturday, May 12th, Mother's Day, there's a free migratory bird walk that starts at 6 a.m. with Len Reitzma. He's a professor here at PSU, and he does a super job explaining to folks which birds are coming through. And usually we recognize 30 to 40 birds in a single outing. So if you come on Mother's Day, that's a great thing to do early before breakfast. And then after breakfast at 1 o'clock, we're having a seed starting workshop with a gardener down from Danbury, Sean Sullivan from Good Enough Farm. In addition, all through the summer, there's some great events. I know the Wild Edibles is a perennial favorite. This fellow Russ Cohen, who's a real expert in wild edibles, comes up to the property. He's coming up this year on July 19th. On that evening, he's going to be doing a slideshow presentation. And then the following morning, on Saturday, July 20th, he'll be doing a walk from 9 to noon. And Russ usually, identifies all the native edible species. And we have a real sort of botanical collection up at D Acres, and we'll usually find 40 or 50 different edible species that then you can look for in your backyard or the local park, and you can become your own forager, finding food out in the wild. So that's a pretty cool workshop. In addition, there's a whole series with Louise Turner that's focusing on whole food and a whole food diet, traditional diets, where before people ate all this processed food, all the stuff that comes in a bag and has been you can't even tell what it was. Louise Turner is a really expert on these traditional diets, and some of the things she'll be doing is workshops workshops on fermenting foods like making yogurt. She's also doing a workshop on preparing bone broth and other styles of food preparation that are really simple but super nutritious. So those workshops are scheduled throughout the summer up at D Acres. Also, there's always music. A Rabalon, African drumming ensemble from the area, will be playing on Memorial Day weekend on Saturday night, and also Native Peoples Weekend in October. That's October 12th. So a Rabalon will be on site, and those shows, music events, are free. Most of our events are either sliding scale, or we really try to make them affordable. We don't like to use the word cheap, but we try to make them so that families and people that are interested but on a fixed income can participate. So please let us know if you're interested in an event but you're worried about the cost. I know another thing that's happening this summer is Dr. Tommy Stockton, who's an adjunct down here at Plymouth State, is a real certified expert in mycelium and mushrooms, and he's leading a series of workshops in August that'll focus on going out in the woods and identifying edible mushrooms, and then we'll be bringing them back in the kitchen and making food dishes from them. So you'll get a real opportunity to see all the different ways that mushrooms can be prepared and stored, preserved, drying them, making them into flours, making tinctures. There's all kinds of different ways that you can preserve mushrooms. Well, shoot. I mean, that's a big part of what I'm here to talk about, is the recreational trail opportunities, the increased meal service, and there's alcohol on the menu, and the whole series of workshops and events that we have all through the summer here. And on June 1st, we're inviting the public up for sort of an opening summer kickoff, where the trails are open from June 1st through November 5th for mountain biking. So we're going to invite the public for a big opening day on the trails, as well as we're going to have various activities. A pig roast is in the works for that evening, as well as we are opening a farm store and information center. So we'll have all the local products and the products we make on site, as well as there's other folks in the neighborhood who are making soap or jewelry or different items that we're including in this. But D Acres is going to have more of an official store and a place where people, when they get to the farm, have that real opportunity to take their time and get oriented to all the educational opportunities that are there. Have maps and information about our demonstration gardens and how we use pigs in the garden to rototill and all those different aspects of living at D Acres that you don't necessarily see from the parking lot. So it's going to be a great opportunity for us to interact with the public, and also a great place for us to sell the goods that we make on the farm.